Hello and welcome back to Subsistence. Well, Alpha 62 has been released, so I thought we'd start by looking through the patch notes on Steam. I'll leave the details up on the screen. I'm not going to read everything out, but I'll also put a link to the update notes in the description of the video as well. So we're going to get random plane events in this update. A plane will fly by during gameplay, and occasionally one will crash down somewhere in the world. We need to go and discover the wreck and hopefully loot something from its cargo. Look at these images. Look really cool. This is really going to get us out traveling the map, because these things can crash anywhere, up a mountain, you know, down on a lake shore, all over the place. It's going to be so good. Look at this base in the distance here. Love these shots. The engines are going to alert you to the fact that there's a plane coming across, and during night time you'll be able to see the lights as well. There's some nice details there, and some information about how the flight paths are handled, but it does say here they're coded to dynamically traverse the landscape geometry, so up and over mountains and down into valleys. Imagine you running back home at night, one of these buzzes overhead. It's so good. And this is what you'll find once you locate the crash site. It does say here a huge column of smoke from the burning fuel, so that's good, being able to see that from a distance. And it'll be a huge fiery explosion, sending vibrations and echoes of the impact across the map. So these events are going to be really dramatic. And of course, the crash sites are going to be guarded by more hunters. Here they are, the pilots, wearing this very fetching pilot helmet. And the good news is this is a rare drop. You have a chance to loot one of these from the crash site, just like you can the gas mask from the lava caves. Oh, and these guys are no joke. They're packing lever action rifles and 44 revolvers. So be prepared if you go to loot one of these things. And here are the loot boxes, and they are sealed with metal straps. So I think if you want to go and loot a site, you need to be prepared with a few pickaxes, because you can also break down the plane wreckage as well for scrap. Another big change is the map has now been broken down into regions, indicated by the purplish blue line here. And each region gives you an idea of what minerals and materials are rich for mining. So iron, silicon, copper, potassium. I think there's also lithium and obsidian. So if you're particularly short, for example, on silicon, and you're built here, and this area is low, but this area over here is high, you're going to have to travel and do your mining in that area, which is a really good way of getting you out and about. Oh, and you can toggle those region boundaries off by the look of it as well. This is a really good change as well, especially for new players. This is the new fibre bush, and you gather that by hand, and you don't just pick up one fibre at a time. You gather 7, 10 fibres from that bush. It breaks down as you gather it, and isn't then available for perhaps 2-3 days. It will regrow, and then you can gather again. So gathering fibres is going to be change quite a bit, but I think it's going to be much better. And this is the new medicinal plant. Oh, and look at this. Fibre has been increased by 700%, and medicinal by 400%. And the crafting recipes have obviously changed as well because of that. There is a new animation as well, but it does say here about harvesting, the way that these are destructible, so they'll break down as you gather. Pretty cool. I love that addition. I think it's going to be really good. Very immersive. There is now also a new electrical bench crafted in the BCU. There it is. Soldering bench. Quite cheap to make. Looks pretty cool. Love the Christmas trees in these images. And some of the recipes have moved from the workbench into this new electrical bench, but there are 2 new items, capacitors and semiconductors. And this one takes lithium and pearls to make the capacitors, And the semiconductors take refined silicon and obsidian. So we've got some new ores and minerals to gather now. There's the lithium, there's the silicon, and the obsidian. I love this one. That looks really cool. And I think having a mining drill now with the 3rd level of upgrade is going to be really useful. And this is another lovely change. Colour grading overhaul. You can see the difference, Alpha 61 to Alpha 62. Much more colour saturation, contrast depth, more colourful, sharper outlines and deeper blacks. I mean, I always edit my images for thumbnails quite similarly to this. So I'm really pleased to see this change in the game. Here's the animation for you to grab the fibres, to harvest the fibres and items from the ground. So this is a scrap. It uses the same animation. The animations have been blended in for all weapons and tools, so you do not need to unequip your weapon. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a nice addition as well. Updates to the Hunter AI. Oh gosh. So they're going to be better at using cover and less predictable. Oh my goodness, that's just what we needed. They were already quite squirrely, weren't they? So, but yeah, some work on the Hunter AI, so that's going to be good. Tighten spread on the pump action and double barrel shotguns. That's cool. So they're going to be more effective. Oh, and the hunters also benefit from the change. Oh gosh, okay. And the harvested foliage and scrap regrowth respawn rate has been amended. So you can no longer quit and then reload to get everything to respawn around you. That's quite sensible, I guess. So it takes about 3 in-game days to replenish an area. Yeah, so again, you've got to travel out of the zone. You can't just go out the next day and just loot the same area over and over again. You're going to have to travel to different directions. That's good. Garage door fob fix. Okay, fair enough. Boost pack. Duration increase for the strength, adrenaline and heat pack. I'm happy to see this because I think the strength boost is so useful for gathering wood. And to have it last 6 minutes when you're running between trees and avoiding animals, I think that's a great change. I'm definitely going to use those more now. There are a few new skins in the Steam item store, so if you want to support the game a little bit further, you can pick these up. I think they look pretty cool. The pistol looks so much better with the skin on. Have we had a pistol skin before? I'm not sure. I don't know if I've got one. Oh, finally, the combat helmet snow camo. Good, I'm going to get that as well. And just some other fixes and changes. A big one has been the optimized save game logic. So save files are faster and use about half the file size. Yeah, so pretty exciting update, I think. And I'm looking forward to getting into the game and giving that a try. So let's hop in. Hello, welcome back. So we're in the game. This is Alpha 62 and yes, boy, you can really see the difference with the colour. Everything is so much richer and it's just first thing in the morning here, so beautiful. Oh, I've got to stop and get this iron. So I've just made sure that I have plenty of food and water. I checked on the chicken. We have a decent amount of pickaxe and we've got all our gear here. We just gathered some iron, as you saw. I want to just take a very quick look at the map and just see if we're in a decent area. But I did notice, first of all, there's a crate over here. Yeah, look at the colour. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. So hold E to unlock. So this is very much the same. Let's have a look from the edge here. Look at the colour of the trees. Yeah, I'm loving this. Much prefer this. Keep an eye out for planes overhead. There is some zinc. Let's have a look at what kind of area we're in. So we're here, Ridgeline Heights. I like this. Look at this. There's our viewpoint. We are moderate in this area. iron-wise. Low in copper, zinc and obsidian. So, pretty bad area, I think. Harmony Valley. Very high in iron. No wonder I find so much. Low in copper, zinc and potassium. Okay. Bay Stream Falls. Where's that? Oh, yes. Yep, by the waterfall. High in iron, low in silicon, copper, zinc and potassium. Oh dear, okay. Skyscape Plateau. Okay, interesting name. High in obsidian. So that's pretty good for us. That's quite close by. Low in copper, potassium and iron again. Hudson Mountain. Low in everything. Okay. So that's us again. Yep. Harmony Valley, right? So this is where our small hunter base is, just about here. Clear Spring Falls. Yep, love that. High in iron again. Low in lithium. Zinc, potassium, copper as well. Headland Bay. Very high in iron. Edgewood Passage. High in iron. Moderate in silicon over there. Okay. Green Glades Meadow. Yeah, I always call this the meadow, so that's cool. Ooh, look at this. Creek View Peninsula. Very high in iron, low in copper, zinc and potassium. Knollcrest Rise. Again, high in iron. Bridge Peak Pass. Yeah, that's above us, isn't it? Okay, and then we travel right over here. Oh, look at this. Maplestone Grove. Silver Birch Falls. Yeah, love that name. And then we've got what? Maplestone Grove right down there. Green Glades Meadow. Edgewood Passage. Okay, I think we've pretty much, in a kind of a way. Crestlin Outlook, sorry. Is that bit of the mountain there? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. We're lucky that we've unlocked quite a bit of the map. Almost all of it, I think. Deep Cove Inlet. Ooh. Maybe we've not been far enough around here. Maybe we should take a trip over there and uncover that bit of the map soon. And what was that rich in? Again, iron. Moderate in silicon. Is there anywhere that's good with copper? Doesn't look like it so far, does it? No, nothing's really high in copper. Silicon moderate there again. Oh well, okay, well, we'll find stuff and we'll get used to the areas that we need to travel to. And there you can turn the boundaries on and off. I quite like them on. Yeah, I don't mind those at all. Oh god, look at all the time we've lost already. Right, okay, let's get this, seems as though I'm going to be concentrating perhaps a little bit more on ore. Let's grab this. And we kind of need to keep an eye, or an ear out now. For a plane going by. Oh, is this one of these plants? No. Let's see, what do they look like in person? So you don't need to put your weapon or pickaxe or anything away. So we've got a lot of these plants, but none of these are harvestable, okay. Thought we might have had one in the base somewhere. Oh, here, fibre. So that's what they look like. Yeah, there's quite a few there. They do actually look like those little fibre plants we used to pick up, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's like Icarus and games like that. I love this. So how much did we get? 6. Okay, that's not bad. So we've got 1 fibre plant in the base. Let's see if we've got a medicinal. No. Nope. Another fibre though. Oh, this is cool. Nice and handy for me. Come out and pick up some fibres each day. Yep, that's about the lot, I think. Let's go out this way today, I think. And we'll go and see if we can find some medicinal plants and just take a general look around. So I didn't see any plane crashes that had happened on the map already. So we really are just listening out for a new one. Are you a thing I can harvest? No. Just got to find one so we know what we're looking for. This isn't one, no. I don't think they look like this. Can't remember exactly from the image. Let's tell you what, we should probably run around with a weapon out, just in case. I think this might be a medicinal, or is this a fibre again? More fibre. It's kind of strange you stop rather than run while you pick it up while you were running before, where you stop now. Or at least I am. Maybe I'll get used to that. Have I missed like loads of medicinal plants, or are these aren't them, are they? No. Nor those. This is one. This is one. Medicinal herbs. I guess it makes sense. Right, so they're the dark green ones. Okay. Ah, gotcha. Look at all this fibre. We're going to need a lot of fibre now. I like the way it just pushes the gun away, does the animation and then pulls it back again. That's quite cool. Right, we need to gather a few things today. I wonder if we'll get lucky with an aircraft going over. You think we would have a good chance in the mountains, but maybe it's more random, just generally across the map. Okay, we've got a wolf. I wouldn't mind getting the box here. Should we take the wolf down? Oh, he's wandered off. Right, the scrap's going to be more valuable as well. Can I hear... Did I hear a weapon there? Ooh, that was strange. I thought I heard a weapon. I think I was imagining it. Oh, it's so cool. It does look... Oh. It's the sound of you putting the weapon away and putting it back out again. Oh, that makes me think like I'm getting attacked by hunters. That's going to take some getting used to. I'm harvesting plants here. Bear, leave me alone. Do you hear it there? That little noise of the... Look how it destructs the plant. I love that. Yeah, the noise of the weapon being put away and pulled back out again. That's so cool. Right, we've got some copper here. Apparently we're low in copper in this area. Right, I need to get out of this zone because I'm quite close to our hunters, of course. But I would love to try and loot up somewhere a bit different, because I normally go out and loot that valley there. And of course I'm not going to be able to do that day after day, so... Yeah, I definitely feel like I have to stop to do this. We're not seeing many medicinal herbs, are we? I'm going to get this out. Right, what have we got? We've got... Oh, here we go. There's some medicinal herbs. Oh, I love the sound of those. Much louder. We've got some more here. They're my herbs, hunters. They're not bothered. They're just sitting up there by their fire. That's so cool. Wait, how much have we got already? 60 and 14. Okay. Now, have I missed any crates? Yeah, there's a few around here. Let's gather what we can see. There's one under the tree. There's another fibre bush there. The fibre really is plentiful. Can I see you now? Where are you hiding? Okay, he's going to come for me now. There was another crate. Here it is. Yeah, the black, the dark contrast now is so much better. It's so much richer. Look at this. We've got some good plants nearby. Because although we can't harvest them like this every day, we can come back every 3 days and harvest them, so it's going to make looting just a lot easier. Just keeping an eye out still for the anything in the sky coming in. Would be nice to see one on our first day out. Okay, he's guarding that crate, so he wants that crate, obviously. We are going to need some pearls, so I think I'm going to hop in the water here and just see if there are any around. Because one of the items we're going to need pearls, and I don't have that many. And I don't think we've been lucky. No, I'm not seeing anything here. Okay. No, there was a bit of sandstone, but no pearls. Notice I'm back here again. It's really going to stop me, because I would previously have just come here each day and looted and looted and looted, gone back home again. And now I know I can't do that. This is going to be really interesting. Might have to take the ATV out tomorrow. There was a strawberry. Oh my god, that's little grab there is pretty cool. Keep an eye on my food. Oh, there's a crate. Everything does look so much fresher, much brighter, much clearer. Okay, so we've got nothing around here. I'm getting used to the bushes now. It's much darker than medicinal. I've not seen many of those medicinal plants. We've got these here. That's good to know these are here. I'm just remembering where they are, if I can. And then when we need some, we can kind of come and do a run. Fibres here, good. So, yeah, I love this. I love the new mechanic. That's so good. I'm looking for the ore as well, because we're going to need to find the new ores if we want to make any of the new items. We will make the electrical bench when we get back. Hopefully I've not run past any of the new ore. Not seeing anything. There's some fibre here. Oh, I love this. Yeah, the sounds and everything. You really do hear the breaking of the twigs almost, that sort of sound of the stems. Okay, well, we've got a wolf and a bear that way. Let's go this way. Listen. Love it. Yeah, good. Really good. A lovely change. It's just so much more polished, isn't it? What is that there? I'm not seeing any of these new ores, unfortunately. We've got some more fibre there, but there is a bear. He's looking away. We should be able to get this stuff. I want to see how many of these we can gather today. I think that's all done. Yeah. Oh, here we go. See? Pick the scrap up the same way. That looks pretty cool as well. Okay, more fibre and some medicinal, I think, here. It's very weird getting used to these new sounds and animations, but it won't take me long. Definitely not seen any of the other ore. Oh, lovely. More fibre. We're going to have a stack of this when we get back, I'm sure. 2 bushes here, so this is a good place to come for some fibre. Yeah, there was a good few plants there together. Makes this area more useful. It makes sense that some, you know, these sorts of crops would grow maybe down by the waterline and sort of that sort of area. These areas where there's not much else would, you know, it makes sense for you to have to come and travel here and to pick that sort of stuff up. And there's more fibre here. Yeah, the down here then is really good for fibre. Plenty of plants all within easy reach of each other. Not much ore though. A little bit worried about the ore. I don't think I've missed anything. I hear hunters over there. So I think we'll leave them alone. I don't really want to get into a fight. Now, wouldn't it be cool if the hunters actually tried to beat you to the plane crash as well? The rogues. That would be cool. Added level of difficulty. Oh, this place is so good for fibre. Good. Good to know. And medicinal here. It feels like it's taken a little bit longer to do, more realistic as well. Because I am stopping to gather it rather than running running through and just picking it up as I'm running. I'm going to be interested to see what it looks like during winter. Maybe they're a different colour in winter, or will they be the same model? There's some more iron here. I suppose we should get it. Let's grab the pickaxe. So we're on 147. Wow. I'm going to take a drink of water. Plenty of it around, definitely. Easy to find, easy to gather. Medicinal plants a little less so. In this area at least. I'm focusing so much on these plants and really not paying much attention to what's nearby. But I will get better with that as we do a little bit more of this. Right, there's more fibre here. Wow. Is that all of it? It's difficult to know you've got it all. Here we go. A little bit of medicinal. Dare I try and get in the water? I don't think so. Let's go up the hill. And just see if we can see any more ore anywhere. Should be a cougar up here. Yeah, it's wandering off anyway. Anything on top here, on the cliff? Yeah, fibre. Everywhere, that's so cool. Okay, we've got a bear and a wolf and a new mineral, 2 new minerals. Awesome, this is what I was looking for. So this is the obsidian. That's very easy to spot, isn't it? Okay, that's good. And looks like there's something here. I'll tell you what, let me just get up onto here. This looks like silicon to me. Oh yeah. That looks cool. Try and grab a couple of screenshots of that. And that bear is coming down. Of course he is. So that's good to know. I can come up here and gather some of that ore. Really, bear? I'm going to have to take this wolf out, I think. Yeah, there's medicinal plants up here as well. Yeah, he's coming. Oh! Oh dear. Well, that went wrong. I shot over his head and then past him, I think. Jeez, I'm infected. Well done me. Oh dear. So distracted with all the changes. Almost died and threw myself off a cliff. Would have been funny. Right, let's get these materials while we're here then, after all of that fuss. Okay, so do we have any more ores? I'm going to be careful now because I'm a bit lower on stamina. And I'm listening now for the cougar because look at my stamina. If I need to run away, that's going to be pretty awkward. I do need to wash my hands. But we're infected, so it doesn't really matter if we leave them unwashed. But we do need to get home before dark. So maybe heading through the cougar area is a bad idea right now. But we're going to do it anyway. Oh, there's the cougar right in front of me and it's a level 3. I think we can go up here. I'm going to grab this fibre. I'm going to avoid the cougar, I think, because look at our health. Goodness. We could take it out, probably. But it's getting dark. And I've got a long way to travel. And there's a storm coming in. Look at the sky, how black the sky is now. Let's gather this. Okay, I'm avoiding everything if I can. I better eat something and keep my stamina up. We are not far from home anyway. Could you imagine if a plane comes in now and crashes up here? This is a great area for a plane crash game. You'd like? Let's go and get myself healed. Can't believe I nearly killed myself in my my first game of Alpha 62. That's where the other shotgun comes in. So handy. Try not to jump off a rock or anything. It's so dark. Oh my goodness, that lightning was quite shocking. Okay, we are back. We are back. Can I see... Did I see something in the sky or was it the leaves? I think it was the leaves. Let's get down here. Get inside. Put the light on. Let's cure ourselves. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Right, we need... you know what? We can afford a fuel brick now. Pretty sure. Put some stuff away. I got a few nails today. Not much else, actually. Bunch of medicinal. Yeah, they're stacking as well. That's good. And let's drop that in here. Lovely. Right, let's get these new ores. At least we got a couple of the new ores so we could see what the items look like. And we got a bit of you and we got a little bit of iron as well. We need more slots. We've got so many more choices now. Right, let's drop those away. I've got stuff I can recycle. And we'll put those feathers away. And I probably need some ammo. You even pick up the stuff off the floor as well. That's cool. With the same swipe. That is cool. Okay, so let's get all of those. And I'll put one back in here. Health kit wise, we'll take 2. I'd like to keep 15. Let's put this away. We've got a level 10 chicken out there. Let's go and harvest it. Hi. Thank you. Oh my god, you swiped the chicken as well. That's so cool. Let's fill that up. And we'll bring some food down for the hutch. I'll take all of you. I'll take all of you. There are no new options here for the new ores. Look at this place, it looks purple. Okay, let's grab the food. That should be almost done now. Butcher. We'll put that fat in there. We'll put that in there. And I'll put this away upstairs. In the fridge, and we can make some roast chicken. I'm going to have this steak just for now. God, that takes... Is that taking longer to cook? Possibly? That's stacked to 100. Do they stack anymore? They don't. Right, we'll recycle those then. Actually, I'll put them in here and we'll recycle them when we need them. Right, we'll eat you. That's still purifying. And we have some more iron. And is that full? Did I do both of those earlier? Got to make some ammo. Use up some of those resources. Oh, the Christmas tree looked nice there. What am I putting that in there for? There we go. Right, we've got 3 roast chickens we could potentially make. Let's take down 2 tomatoes will do, I think. Anything in the oven? I need a couple of protein bars. You're noticing how low we're getting of these now. The game still seems to be running very nicely, even with these darker contrasted colours and stuff. Okay, so we've got a surplus of these. Those and feathers. We should have some more feathers to put away. So what sort of ammo should we make? Got a lot of you and you. We do need a bit more shotgun maybe. Shotgun slugs take iron, which we have 188 of. But I think I'll keep it for now. Let's put this in here as sort of an overflow crate. Oh, I need to put the eggs away before they go off. Yep, no sign of any planes so far. Right, electrical bench. That's what we want to build next. So, there it is. 10 scrap, 12 components, and 12 planks. 12 of these, and 10 scrap, I think it was. It's pretty cheap, really. Not bad. Right, let's put the tomatoes in there. Is it almost day? Oh, I think the day and night times changed as well, didn't they? I think it's night times are a little shorter now. And we need 150 mass, maybe? Yeah, 150. So let's recycle some of this stuff that we've got sitting here. So 7 feathers, 7 scrap, 7 cloth even. What are we left with here? 127. Okay, so we need 23. Actually, you know what I should have done is done that and then split that in half. Let's recycle a few of these. Oh, well, that's only 6. Okay, we're going to need something a little bit more meaty. I'm not going to recycle nails anymore. Adhesive? How much that recycles for? Let's do 30. Yeah, it's already daytime. 1 for 1. Didn't need that much at all, but I got it with me. Why not? Yeah, it's daytime already. Electrical bench. Right, let's craft it. Got plenty of power. I will put the generators on. Let's grab some fuel out of here. And yeah, we need to top these up. Turn that on. You are good. I only need 1 really. We'll put the rest of the fuel in there. Wow, that took a lot of fuel to top that up. Both of them, I guess. Yeah, it did. I've still got some. Right, let's grab this and we will get that placed here. Where should we put it? Where shall we put it? It doesn't need to be down here, I guess. Have we got anywhere obvious upstairs? Not really. It could go up on the top floor, but it would be nice to have it near the crates. I like having that there and I love having my storage there. Will it go here? How big is it? It will, but it's kind of in the way. I'll have to move that switch. Yeah, we'll move the switch in a second. Let's just get it placed. So there, maybe? And I am pointing at that, so hopefully if I end... Yep, and we can move this here. Which is not the ideal place for it, but that's okay. Oh, that works. Okay. So there we go. We can make capacitors. We need 3 refined lithium and 1 pearl. And the semiconductors are 3 refined silicon and 2 refined obsidian. So we could make this, but not that yet because we've not found any lithium. Should we make one of those? Do we have enough? I think we should. Get one of those crafted, why not? And can I store the materials in there like that? And will it? I wonder if it will pull from there. Hang on. Let's see if it will. Just interested. It will. So you can store your stuff in there and then press craft. That's super handy. And then we'll leave them in there as well. We may as well. Awesome. Semiconductors used for crafting electrical items such as circuit boards. Okay. So we need to find some lithium now. That's so cool. Right, well this is refining some iron. Do we have... No. I was wondering if we had enough to make a lockpick. Because I think we could probably do with some help. But we do not. So I think we should get back out and see how different looting is on the second day. So let's have something quick to eat, I guess. We'll have a tomato. Don't have to worry about the chicken. And I will have some water from downstairs. I'm just going to top the fire up with a bit of wood. And we'll take a drink of water. I think we're good to go. So let's go this side. Because we did down in the valley, we're not going to find an awful lot the other way, but we can do this. And, oh, that gap looks larger than it was before. That just me? Might be just me. Right, I'm going to get this out again. I'm going to try and do a better job this time. Let's go and find some ore. We'll try and find a few of the new resources. Now, isn't that interesting? That pig was here yesterday. And it's back there again today. Right, we've got a crate here. I do love the gathering mechanic. I think it's a big, big improvement. Oh, there's a moose. I do need a moose. Right, fibres. Let's see how many we get today. We'll do a little run around. Oh, we'll get some more here. Can't believe I nearly killed myself in the first day in Alpha 62. Well, technically the wolf nearly killed me. But it was my mistake. More fibre, this is good. What am I going to do on day 3 though? Because day 1, there's nothing left over there for me to pick up. What am I going to harvest on day 3? I am going to have to go probably over that way to the cougar. To go and gather those resources over there. I'm quite close to these hunters, but I'm hoping they're the other side of their property. I'm just here for the fibre. Yeah, they left me alone. That's good. That's a good start. Right, have we got any ore on the rock here? I'm just going to start picking up the colours and the shapes of the new items. You've got to get used to spotting them from a distance and heading that way. Right now, my eyes are all over the place looking for fibres and medicinals and not paying attention to everything else, so... And again, when the seasons change, you've got to relearn everything all over again, so... That looks like a good selection of fibre. Are we good to harvest this? Yeah, I think we're far enough away from everybody. I do feel more vulnerable standing on that spot, gathering those things, than I used to before, because you would see a fibre, you would run, pick it up while you're running and carry on running. Now you sort of stand there, and it's just added that little bit of vulnerability, I think. At least that's what I feel. Maybe I'll get better at picking it up and I won't stop. You can probably get used to how many times you grab certain size plants maybe, and then when you hear the right sounds, then you know you can move. But for now, I'm not feeling that, so I'm having to look to check that I've gathered everything. Like, I feel like I should gather some more there, but that looks like potassium, which I'm not going to bother stopping for. Let's gather this though. Okay, and oh yeah, all these different bushes and types of foliage really add to what you're having to scan as you're running around, scan through. Now, is that a medicinal? No. Well, it is a dark plant, but I don't think it's big enough. No, different type, okay. So I'm sticking kind of close to the fence line here. Don't you start. I'm just gathering fibres. I'm looking for ore, which I am forgetting to do. Yeah, I'm sticking quite close to the fence line because it feels a bit like I've got my back against something while I'm hanging out in these areas longer than I normally would. I think that's the thing with Subsistence. You used to be able to just run everywhere. If you managed your stamina well enough, especially later in game. And you would pick up fibres and things on the run. And it never really felt like you were sort of stopping in the landscape very much, but apart from the crates, of course, but there's never that many of those around. But with this now, in as though there are sort of 5 or 6 grabs per bush. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So if a hunter sneaks up on you while you're doing that, you know, you're in that spot for a bit longer. That's pretty cool. I'm not finding many medicinal, am I? Am I missing a lot of them? And I've not seen any ore. Which I'm absolutely convinced I am just not seeing them. How many fibres do we have? 83. Definitely felt like we gathered more than 83. Nice, okay. Right, let's see if we've got any ore here. I heard you, chicken. Right, no medicinal there. A couple of ore down on the rock there, but I think they're the normal ore. But in the absence of anything else, I'm going to stop and get them. That's potassium. That's iron, I think. But that's definitely potassium, and I really don't want that right now. Let's see if we can find anything else. I do like the region names. I think they're pretty good. be nice to get some more, another expansion of the map as well, with some new areas. There's some medicinal. That feels like the first piece I've seen. Much richer in green colour. Not as dark as the other shrubs in the area. There's a bit of iron. Oh no. I was trying to be clever and switching over to my weapon. Okay, let's grab this scrap. We're definitely not seeing as much scrap. I used to come through here and just pick up so many scrap and vegetables. That's the first, well, one of the first it feels like I've picked up today. Yeah, we should really take the ATV out and go to one of the other areas because it's going to feel different again. I see a strawberry. It's interesting because the bushes are big enough that you can't stand on one edge and gather everything in one go. You've got to move. And I think that's by design. And I think that's very clever. Right, we'll gather in a few crates and a little bit of loot, and I'm really not doing a great job of looking for ore. Or maybe there just isn't a lot here. Hard to say. But looking on the map, there didn't feel like there was a lot anywhere, if you know what I mean. I seem to be lucky with iron in the region that I've decided to build in. Which is something, or at least below where I've built, which is good. But the rest of the ores, I am not in a great place for. Oh dear. I might stop and get some pearls in a little bit and cool down as well, because we are getting quite warm. What month are we in, by the way? July, yeah, that makes sense. I just wish we could find a few of the new ore. I love this. They look so good, these plants. That was right at home on the beach. Almost there's 3 pieces here. And I just almost just ran past them. They just felt so natural and didn't feel that out of place. Like the fibres used to stand out. They were so obvious. And this is so in keeping with the rest of the plant life around, so definitely a really good change for the game. Oh, that's so good. I needed some fruit and veg. And I'll save the water until we need it, I think. I love that gathering thing. Nice animation. Medicinal plants. These are quite rare now. Well, definitely not seeing as many as I would expect to. And again, I'm still not looking for ore properly. Nope. I'm not even getting used to that yet. Still too new, I think. Right, come on, game. Give me a plane crash. What a horrible thing to wish for. It's okay, it's only a game. I'm just looking on the top of there. No, anything down on these rocks. Probably going to come across a lot crate. I'm seeing a few chickens. We do need a new chicken. There is some fibre. You see what I mean? I'll stand at this edge And you can't reach everything. You have to move yourself a little. You hiding any ore down here, chicken? No. Right, a couple of bits of scrap here. That's pretty good, but there won't be any for the next 3 days. Any of those that I've just looted will not be back for 3 days. See, I always think I've got to pick that up, but there's some more here. We're definitely getting lots of fibre. Medicinal, not as much. Luckily we have quite a stock. I would be very interested to play through a new season of this and to see how much different it feels for like a new run through, a new player almost. And just what the progression is like for crafting based on the materials you can gather and, you know, how far you've got to travel now. That's nice. Some blueberries. No, are they blueberries in this game? Yeah. God. Sorry, I've been playing too much Valheim. Again, lots of fibre and not so much medicinal. Right, okay. So where would you gather the medicinal from? Or am I just unlucky in the area that I'm running around in? That I'm not seeing many spawn. Do they spawn dynamically? Does this change position, or is this always a place where this particular type of plant will spawn? See how there's a darker area there? Does that indicate a spawn point, or do they move like the other fibres used to? You'd have them in different areas. There's a bit of potassium by the look of it. Oh, I was going to get some pearls. Oh gosh, it just takes so long getting pearls. Whoa, loads of fibre on the beach. This looks great. Okay, I was a bit faster gathering that then. Kind of gathered it while I was running. Not perfectly, but a bit faster. Definitely not efficiently. Gosh, that just looks like I've missed some. I did miss some. Planes? No planes. More fibre. I think I got it all that time. I do see a crate. There is a bear. Don't think I want to bother. There is fibre there. Oh, there's some zinc. You leave me alone. I'm here for plants. Oh, more fibre. We'll get this first, though. Okay. I really have just stuck to the edges, but I've got to remember I've got to get home now. I wonder what this is going to feel like gathering on the ATV. It might be more useful to drive from rock to rock with the ATV and check them for ore. Medicinal. Don't think it is. It is. See, I'm still not used to that. Yep. Yeah, this is where the ATV is going to come in, I think. Oh, we've got blooming hunters on the beach. Don't know if you saw him there. He's just fishing. Just there. So they must be camped. Well, he could be anywhere. I need to get back towards home. So I see some pearls, or at least a pearl across the water here. So we'll go and gather that. Because we're going to need more pearls. I'm going to have to start changing up my run, my daily run out. So we will go down into the valley one day, across and round the lake another, and then across the cougar area on the third day maybe. Oh, I can't reach that after all. That's far too deep without any diving gear. And I think both of these... Oh, we've got a pearl and another pearl. Lovely. Well, that's something. Yeah, I'm going to have to change up my routine. So, but that's good. That's good. I'm going to have to make some fuel for the ATV as well. And maybe get the materials together to do a repair as well, because... of course, now the bears are around. It's nice in the winter because you've got no bears. But during the summer months, the bears are going to chase us when we drive past them on the ATVs. There's a lot of dodging the animals and trying to make your way past without any incidents. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. It is much easier to get out of the water. I mean, I've never really had much of an issue because I've always said if you stop pushing forwards and then just walk, you can walk out of the water fairly straight, you know, fairly easily. But especially now, today, it's felt even easier. So whether there's been a slight change to that, I'm not sure. Right, we've got a few nails. Oh, look at this. This is a great place to build for a new player. Bit difficult to see. Yeah, 3 of those all in one little area. How's that look? Yeah, I've decimated the area. Okay, we've only got to go back that way. I think we've got a bit of time to have a look around here. There are some good rocks down here, of course, for the ore as well. So we'll check those out. Okay. Oh, hi. Had a swim around him, I think. Any pearls down here while we're down here? Not really. Thought there might be some ore down here on these rocks, but I'm not seeing anything, just the usual. There's a bit of iron here. I think something may have changed on the getting out of the water. It just seems different. Okay, so we've got 2 down here. Let's have a look up. Oh, that's nice to know they're there. And I wonder now how the problem with the shadows and with the sun at this time of day, whether that's been fixed by this colour grading change. Because it used to be quite impossible to see at this time of day if you had the sun in your face, just because of the way everything looked. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. I don't know if there's much of a difference yet. Oh, I love that sound. Maybe it is easier. Well, you'll have to let me know what you think. I'll wait and see if I think the same again when we come back in this direction another time. But yeah, I think it might be easier to see because the contrast is different. I mean, obviously the sun's in your face, so there's going to be some difficulty in seeing. But I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. I've not found much ore today. Okay, we're going to go up here, just because this is usually a quieter route back. There are some medicinals here. This is good. I'm getting to kind of know where these are. Whether they'll be in the same place next run, I am interested to find out. Don't they look great with the sun on the leaves here at that angle? I'm not getting any frame drops or any issues. It's very nice and clear and crisp. Looks better than ever. It really does. Okay, let's get home. No plane crash. And, yeah, no dramatic near-death experience today. But no real ore gathered, so that's interesting. I'm going to have to work on that. Look at the sky. That just looks so gorgeous. Can we hear anything? I don't know whether that was anything we needed to gather. I'm just running. Let's get back inside. Oh my god, it went dark very quickly. And we've not got much time now. Wow, look at how dark it is. I need lights. We need some kind of flickering flame. Little bonfire, torches, something that'll stay lit. Okay, let's top the fire up. We've got 267 fibre on that run. Let's use a bit of wood to top this up. And we'll keep stocking those up and see how many we can get over the next few days. Just interested. And these medicinals, of course, will turn into biofuel as well, so that'll help with the power generation. We got 1 pearl. And no special ores. Nothing unusual, so a bit more iron. And we've got a bit of copper, some zinc. We definitely need to find more zinc. Let's pop these away. And I think we're full on those still, aren't we? Let's put that away. And 32 more iron. That's good. I'm going to make a lockpick. Because we could definitely use one. So we need 2 and 4. And we'll get that crafted. And I'm just going to hang around for the evening. And we'll see if we hear anything overnight. There's a bit of zinc here. Sorry for how dark it is, but I need this. Wonder how often they fly through. The light upstairs came on there a bit randomly. Right, we've got a little bit more zinc there, that's good. I may as well put this back in here for now. I guess we should eat and drink. Yeah, definitely drink. Let's have some food first though. I'll have some tomato soup, that helps with hydration anyway. Not much, but a little bit. And we will have steak and eggs will be good enough. Yeah, let's go and get some water. We need a coffee or something, don't we? Ideally. Let's fill up. So fill all canteens with water. How's the water doing in the tank here? It could do with topping up actually, so we'll turn that on. That should turn off automatically anyway. And we'll take the lockpick just as a reminder to do that tomorrow. I'm going to make another pickaxe, I think. Keep that handy. Yeah, we've got a good deal of stuff, but I'm a little concerned we're not finding those ores. Let's have a look just overnight and see if we can see anything on the map. So this area has some silicon. That's very high in iron in this area. Those are the two areas with my hunters, but we've got a lot of space around these guys, so good place for iron. Moderate where I am. Obsidian high. So the cougar area at the top, we should probably, let's turn that off. There's a hunter camp there, a rogue camp down by the water. Where the cougar is, we should kill the cougar and then go looking for obsidian because it's very high in that area. Not really much going on the mountainside. Small hunter base area is high in iron. Right, we've just done a loop. There's another rogue camp. That is different. Is that a crash? No, that's a campfire. Quite bright. Don't remember them being that bright before. So this area is high in iron again. Moderate in silicon. So that's two areas moderate in silicon, isn't it? No, low in silicon. So over here, where the hunter was fishing, and this is all rock here, that is moderate in silicon. Again, high in iron. And here, very high in iron again. The meadow has some... see, everything is low. Lithium. Oh, there's a rogue camp here. You can just see when I move the map. Copper. Silicon over here again. Lithium. So we might need to take the ATV where we've done this before. So we are here. We drive this way. And then we cut through the mountain and come through down here where all the cougars are. Where our old base used to be here in the last season. And maybe we could sort of head down into this area here and go and get some lithium, maybe? Make it our first real trip out. It's going to be tricky balancing time of day. Moderate silicon there again. Yeah, it's going to be difficult managing time of day. Because, I mean, look at this. It's already daytime. And that run today seemed to go pretty quick. Whether it was actually better because there was more daytime. Maybe I was just concentrating more, trying to see the resources. I've run out of protein bars again. They're going to be so much more useful, I think, moving forward. But it doesn't look like we're going to have our crash today. That's okay. There's plenty of time. We'll come back in. We did a decent look around. This area is sort of resource stripped now. As much as the main run-throughs, at least. I think what I'll do when we come back, I might go and take that cougar out and go and check that area up by where it roams and look for some more resources. We'll keep an eye out for a plane. And yeah, I'm looking forward to witnessing one of those events and seeing how they go down. That is it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.